It is always great catching up with my next guest, Jordan Wright, who's going to be back in action this Saturday, taking on Bruno Silva at UFC 269. Jordan, how's it going, man?
I'm great, James. I'm great. Feeling awesome. Training's been going really well, and yeah, I feel fantastic. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Always fun talking to you. When did you find out about this fight? Because this one kind of crept up here. I felt like, I know they announced it, but it seemed like you got a full camp for this one?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So pretty much when the last one fell through, I immediately got the offer to take this next one. So we really didn't skip a step. Just went straight back into training, and yeah, it's been great.
It was unfortunate that fight with Julian Marquez didn't happen. I want to say maybe 24 hours before the fight was supposed to take place. He had some sort of health issue. Did you ever get a reason as to exactly why he wasn't able to fight? Because I know we heard it was something health related. I don't know if you got more confirmation than we did.
So honestly, it didn't. What I was told is it didn't even happen until like weigh-ins. So I weighed in, and then I was told that he wasn't going to show up. So
Oh,
I didn't
wow.
even know about the whole 24-hour situation, unless you maybe heard something different or misheard something. I
Mhm.
think that, yeah, I'm not exactly sure.
Okay.
Personally, he hasn't made weight before, or I'm sorry, he's missed weight before,
Yeah.
and only once. That he keeps it very professional. It's one time that he missed weight. I assumed something like that happened, and maybe if he had officially missed weight again, maybe they would have forced him to go up. I legitimately don't know, James, but yeah, it happened. Maybe I weighed in, and then about an hour later, I was told, "Hey, he's not going to show." So I just figured, yeah, something weight related.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. And you're absolutely you got the timeline better than me because I was just trying to remember exactly when it happened. But you're right. It would have been right when weigh-ins happened. So that's sort of crazy. And I imagine since you weighed in, you would have gotten paid, right? That's kind of a big thing with
Yes.
the UFC. Is that okay?
Yes.
Good. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And sort of last thing on that fight. Did his team ever talk to you? Did you ever sort of hear anything after the fact, or was it just sort of move on from that?
Yeah, we just kind of moved on from that. Yeah, I didn't really speak to anyone from his team or anything like that. So yeah, we just kind of moved on from it.
Okay. Well, let's talk about Bruno Silva, 21-6 record. Obviously, a very dangerous guy here. Style wise, how are you looking at this one?
I think it's a great opponent, to be honest. He's a really tough guy, really experienced, and he fights kind of like me. We're both finishers. So and he really likes to take his time. He's a very patient guy. So it's a really intriguing matchup and a great test for myself.
Have you checked the betting odds on this fight yet, or no?
I've seen some here and
He's like a
there.
huge favorite. I kind of get it, but I kind of don't. At the same time, I don't know if you pay attention to that and say, hey, what's going on here? Does that matter at all to you?
Doesn't matter to me at all. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't really care. I don't pay much attention to that stuff.
There we go. Didn't think so. Training camp, business as usual. I imagine Anthony Hardonk working with him and your great team over there.
Yes, yes, yeah. Anthony and I have been going over a lot of great things. Just same as always, though. Like the goal is always to just get better because, like what happened with Julian, the guy that you train for is not always the guy that shows up, or they might not even show up at all. So the camp is always focused on me, and I'm always just trying to get better no matter what.
Excellent. And training partners, who have been some of the main guys for this camp?
Sean Crenshaw has been a really big part of this camp. Lucas Drews had a knee surgery a few months ago, and he got back in for these past couple weeks, which is really great moving around with him again. Marcus Gottlieb, uh, uh, Josh Weingate, uh, Iman Baker. Sorry, I'm just
No,
going
I
through.
was gonna say you got a good memory. Usually, when I ask fighters, they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm training with Frank and whoever," and it's like, "Well, I don't know who that is." So at least you're getting the last names in. You've got that part of it, which is great.
Yeah,
So
yes, thank you. So yeah, just you know, my team of really awesome people, great fighters, and yeah, they've been really helping me.
yeah, and a lot of up and comers too, which is great. And sometimes you want that, right? You don't want guys that have been there. Sometimes you get egos involved. Now you're getting guys that are chomping at the bit, right? That can really give
Yes.
you that push.
Also, a good friend of mine, Sky, who just had his amateur Muay Thai. He fought in one of those amateur Muay Thai Arizona state tournaments, and he won the
Oh, cool.
tournament there. So great, congratulations to him. And yeah, Darian Thomas is another one. We have a lot of up and comers. We have a lot of really good kickboxers and up and coming MMA guys. So yeah, it's been really great.
Weight cut. I know that's always good to go. We're on fight week. Seems like everything's going well.
Oh yes, yes, couldn't go better.
That's good. Is it tough with the girlfriend? Because I know she'll want to eat stuff, or is she kind of like on, kind of understanding?
Oh no, no, no. Well, that's the thing. I just tell her to eat whatever she wants. I don't really care. Like she was having McDonald's the other day, and I kind of wanted her to have it. I wanted to look at it. I wanted to smell it. I wanted to be like, oh yes, this is awesome. This is cool. Like I know why I'm doing this. I know what I'm doing this for. It's
Yeah.
the funny thing, James. Like you always crave those things that you can't have, but it's not necessarily the thing you want. It's just more calories because you're at a calorie deficit.
Right.
Because after you make weight and you put all the calories back in, you're like, oh, I don't really care much for Taco Bell or McDonald's as much as I thought I did. I just needed more, you know?
Yeah.
So I've done this enough to where I'm just like, I understand why my body's doing what it's doing. So yeah, it's no problem.
Imagine we're going to see another knockout here. It's typically that's how your fights go. It's like someone's getting knocked out, or it seems like that's always the plan, right? Is to go out there and win in a spectacular fashion, like the Jamie Pickett fight.
I mean, I honestly, I just kind of take my time and do whatever happens, whatever presents itself to happen is kind of just what I go with, whether it's a knockout or submission or decision. I'm cool with it all. Of course, it's really nice to get those knockouts, but at the end of the day, I don't force it.
Correct me if I'm wrong. This is the first fight on the new contract, right? For this one, because I think the Marquez one was supposed to be, but that got canceled, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So you're probably feeling good, right? New contract. That's always like, again, like always nice to have that security. Although I know it's the UFC and anything can happen, but I'm still a nice little tidbit in this fight, I would think.
Yes, again, it's not really something I think about too much,
Yeah.
but on the money side, it is pretty cool for me, So I
Good.
get to, pay my rent a little, with a little bit more, feed my girlfriend, feed the dog.
There you go. Keep taking care of business.
Right.
Sharp turn here, but I got to make it just because you know him quite well. John Jones, have you spoken to him at all? Obviously, there's some issues going on. I know he's not with Mike Winklejohn anymore. I'm sure you've kind of seen what's been going on social media. When was the last time you spoke to him?
So I think the last time that I talked to him may have been after my UFC debut. So it was.
Oh, really? It's been that long? Okay, yeah, I wasn't sure.
Like when we talk, like of course, like we'll send each other stuff on Instagram here every once in a while, but I haven't really spoken to him since then. Yeah, so I don't really know much about what's going on with that situation.
Do you have any plans for the holidays? I know you're big on family and all that stuff. Do you have anything planned after this? I know the focus is on Saturday, but we got Christmas and everything else right around the corner.
Yeah, so I'm gonna spend it with my family, spend the holidays with my family, and get some good food, do some Secret Santa, all that fun stuff. It's gonna be great. Unless maybe the UFC will have another fight for me coming
we'll
up.
see. Well, there you go. Well, yeah, they just have the one card next weekend, and then after that, it's not till the 15th. So there's a bit of time in between there. So
fair enough. Yeah, we'll see. I'm ready to eat some food and hang out with the family, but I gotta take care of business.
absolutely. We're looking forward to it. It is this Saturday, UFC 269. Jordan, thank you so much for doing this, man. Always a pleasure. Just remind people where they can get a hold of you on social media, and if you have any sponsors or shout outs, I'll give you the last word.
Yes, if anyone wants to follow me, you can follow me on my Instagram at Ninjordo MMA. That's pretty much the only social media that I have. And like always, I want to thank God. I want to thank my mom. I want to thank my girlfriend, my dad, my team, everyone. I want to thank you, James. And yeah, thank you for your time.